Here we go.
Hey guys, I'm Andy.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be talking about Tarantino's ninth movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So let's get right into it.
So right off the bat, I wanted to let you guys know we're going to be spoiling this movie. So if you have not seen it, spoiler alert, make sure you go watch this movie and then come back and watch our video.
Yeah, definitely do that and then come back and watch this. But since you guys are still watching, that means you've seen the movie.
Yep.
So my general thoughts on this movie real quick, spoiler thoughts, were that I really liked it a lot. Tarantino brought a lot of new stuff to this movie, but also brought back some old stuff. I thought that the acting was great and the story was great.
Yeah, I really love this movie. The more I've thought about it, the more it's grown on me. Leo, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, all great. And of course, it's directed by Quentin Tarantino, so we don't really even need to talk about that. It's a Tarantino movie, falls under that category, and he does a fantastic job.
Yeah, he brings like some new stuff to this movie with like showing the LA landscape and stuff, and like the street lights of the buildings turned on, which like got a little too much at times, but I still liked it.
I loved it all.
So a part of this movie was the relationship between Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Both of those characters, Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth, I thought were great, likable characters. Probably my favorite duo of the year.
Not only my favorite duo of the year, this is going to be controversial. I think it's my favorite duo in the history of Quentin Tarantino films.
I don't think I agree with that, but they're freaking good, and I loved their like car rides in the car and like they were talking, and just the dialogue between them was always entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Anytime they were on screen, captivated. I mean, just seeing the star power between both of them is really great.
Yeah, and like the movie starts off with like showing you some of Leo's movies, and he plays the villain in these. Yeah. And like the plot of this movie, like he's like spiraling downhill. He feels like, and Al Pacino tells him that in the beginning. Mm-hmm. That storyline, his overall storyline, Al Pacino wasn't a fan of.
I mean, obviously I love Al Pacino, but his character, I don't know if he needed to play the role.
Yeah.
He was just there to be there. That's fine. I mean, it was just kind of unnecessary.
I was fine with this stuff in the beginning, but as he came back in the movie, it was pointless to me and very forgettable.
Yeah.
But as the movie went on, it just showed, and a big part of this movie was the Manson murders. Mm-hmm. And I thought that Tarantino, how he handled all that, wasn't disrespectful at all and very good with Sharon Tate.
Yeah, her role isn't really that prominent. She's obviously one of the three main stars in the movie, but it kind of just follows Sharon Tate as she, goes through her daily life in Hollywood. Yeah. She, goes to the movies and just kind of shops around and stuff.
I like that part when she took the picture.
Yeah.
And she got it for free.
Another thing I love about this movie is the comedy. This is probably Tarantino's funniest movie.
Yeah, it's pretty damn funny. I laughed a lot throughout it, and the comedy between them two flowed, not only between them, but throughout everybody.
A standout scene was when Brad Pitt's character, Cliff Booth, is on the set of a film, and Bruce Lee is there, and the interaction they have, and then you get a little bit of the backstory on Brad Pitt, and did he kill his wife? I mean, we don't know. But all of that was just hilarious. And then Janet,
always leaving those questions open.
Yeah.
But I think he did kill his wife, and that Bruce Lee scene was great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people didn't like how they portrayed Bruce Lee, but to me he was fine and funny, and it was just like a good Hollywood behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And then another hilarious scene, probably the funniest scene in the movie, is when Rick Dalton, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, messes up in a bunch of takes, and so he goes back to his trailer and he's beating himself up and cussing himself out. I was laughing out loud.
Yeah, I really liked that scene a lot. It was really funny to see Leo act like that. Mm-hmm. And then before that scene, showing the whole scene play out between Leo and Timothy Olyphant doing their lines at the table and acting, and then Leo messes up. And then he just gets really angry, and the director starts calming him down, and then he finally just rages off. It was a good scene.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. And even before that scene, there's this 10 to 15 minute scene with Leo and this little girl. I think the actress's name is Julia Butters. I don't want to mess that up. Yeah, Julia Butters. Okay, we're good. So her acting is fantastic. I think this is probably her first major role.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
She's going to be working in Hollywood for years to come, I think.
She was real funny, and her and Leo bounced back off each other real perfectly. And she just had that, attitude, kind of like Liana Mormont. Yeah. That, badass attitude. Uh-huh. But she was real cool. I liked her a lot. So another good thing about this movie, the aspect about this movie was the ranch, and the whole, drive up to the ranch with Brad Pitt and that girl character that was an idiot.
So annoying.
And her feet, those disgusting shots. Yeah. But them getting up there to the ranch, and then all those hillbillies, the Manson family. Mm. But the early stages of them before that time jump, I'm pretty sure the time jump was 6 months.
Yeah.
And that was their early stages. You saw how they were still giving tours of the ranch, which was interesting.
There's a really suspenseful scene at the ranch where Brad Pitt walks up to the front door and he gets let in the house and he's walking down the hall. and you think some crazy stuff is about to happen, and it turns out to be just Bruce Dern's character, like you said, but in the moment, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, in that moment I was while he was walking back there, and those idiot hillbillies at the front door saying, "Is he coming?"
Yeah.
And then they got sent out, and then he was talking to that was Dakota Fanning, right?
Yeah, it was.
She was pretty cool in that role. And then when he went back there and talked to him, yeah, the payoff wasn't great, but it was funny how they all told him the truth.
Right.
That he was taking a nap, and he was taking a nap.
I like that whole scene, and I think that whole entire scene really sets up the ending of the movie, the third act, which is the best third act in a Tarantino movie possibly.
Definitely. And the characters in that scene too, like I said, that Dakota Fanning girl who's was in charge of the house, and then the other character Tex, who was on the horse, who came back after Brad Pitt, who beat the shit out of that one guy who ruined his tire, which was funny. Brad Pitt was great in this role, and then the other girl. But like you said, the ending, getting to that moment when they were sitting in the car, and that one idiot girl, like I keep saying idiot because these guys are idiots. And that one girl who was just raging about the world, talking about how they were going to kill anybody, and then Maya Hawke drove off. Glad she did.
She dipped. I like her a lot. I'm happy she lived, even though she's probably playing a horrible person in the movie.
But
I like her as an actress.
But Robin, you gotta love her. But then we get to the big moment.
Oh yeah, the ending of this movie is fantastic, to say the least.
Yeah.
So they drive up the hill, and then Leo comes out, and he's having a margarita.
With his headphones in.
And then he starts cussing at him. Yeah. And then they realize it's Rick Dalton. And they have this moment where they're like, we're going to go back and we're going to kill the people, that are famous. Isn't that something along the lines of that? You saw it a week ago.
That terrible girl.
And then Brad Pitt has the acid cigarette. So he's high and tripping.
That was funny.
And they come in the house and it just goes down from there.
I mean, he beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, he does.
And his dog.
His
the best dog all year.
I love
the best
that
animal
dog.
all year. I love that animal. And when he just does and then the dog goes after them, throws the can at the girl's face.
Yeah.
The dog destroys Tex.
It was extremely violent, and my theater was laughing hysterically. I was laughing too. I loved the way Tarantino wrote this scene and the way he directed it. And then, so all this crazy stuff happens. There's a lot of violence. And then the best part, a joke that's set up earlier in the movie. Leo goes to the shed. One of the hippie girls is in the pool, and he flames her with a flamethrower.
That was perfect. I was laughing my ass off at that point.
I was too.
And when she
my
came
whole
out,
theater lost it.
When she came out, acting hysterical, screaming, bloody murder, it was so annoying, and Leo just burned her to death, and his reaction was so damn funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
And when he came back out with that flamethrower, it was perfect. And the perfect setup, because
in the trailer you see it, he's like, anybody order fried sauerkraut?
Yeah, and then it shows him training with it, too. That was awesome. And then Brad Pitt just really destroyed those guys inside. I mean, he was tripping, too. And then Leo's wife helped out, too.
The music was perfect in that scene.
All those people that are complaining about how Tarantino was too violent on these people, I just think that's ridiculous, because these were, in real life, Manson killers. And
I mean,
I was fine with what happened to them, even though they were girls. They deserved it.
I view it as the equivalent of how he portrayed Nazis in Inglourious Bastards. How he changed history there. He was extremely violent to them, and no one really complained. So.
And I mean, that didn't really happen, but it was just a bad... Those people were bad people, so I didn't feel bad.
Not at all.
Watching Brad Pitt do that. And I'm surprised he didn't die, because usually Tarantino kills off his main characters.
He does. I'm shocked they both lived. All three main leads lived.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that Sharon Tate didn't get killed, and that was a good touch to it.
So overall, I really enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I can't wait to buy this movie on Blu-ray and revisit it. And my overall rating would be a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you just said. I can't wait for the Blu-ray for this, and I loved Leo and Brad Pitt. I'm excited to see if they both get nominated. I think they should.
Yeah.
And I would also give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And it's definitely my second favorite movie of the year. It's really good, and I love what Tarantino brought to it. I was entertained the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm excited what his 10th movie is going to be, if it's going to be Star Trek or Kill Bill 3.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'd rather see Star Trek, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I would be fine with either. I don't think it's going to be either one of those.
Yeah.
And I hope
hopefully
it's not.
He makes 3 or 4 more movies and he, doesn't stay true to his word and we get more movies from him. But we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, but with that being said, we've got school coming up soon, so we won't be getting out videos as regularly, but we'll still try to get one out once a week or once every 2 weeks. It'll be alright, just stick with us.
Yeah, definitely. We'll still have enough content for you guys.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like we're dead.
So be sure to like this video, comment your thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood down below, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to us. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys.